God really knows what He's doing. Don't stress out. His timing is perfect. His plan is perfect. He's got you right where He wants you. Keep pursuing Him.
Hey there, and welcome to the Conversations with Me podcast, aka the CWR Podcast that airs every Wednesday. This is Season 1 Life Is, and I'm your host, Rita. Hi, and welcome back, but also welcome to November. This episode should be going up on the 2nd of November, so we're here. We truly are here. In as much as I'm recording this on the 31st of October, I was at some point thinking about the beauty that October has been for me, and in too many ways that I could possibly explain, and that would probably be another conversation for another time. October has truly been a special, extremely special month for me. But I believe it was on here, I think one of our episodes, we were talking about the essence of everything being different, the essence of days, the essence of years, the essence of months. So October was truly beautiful, but my heart is also anticipating and looking forward to the essence of November revealing itself to each one of us in its special and unique way for each one of us. So November, here we are. So we took a break last week. What I am calling time out for reset, time out for you and for me to just sit with what we have been experiencing and use it in our meditations and the time to come. You know, it's so interesting because this particular series we're in is called Life Is, and I am so loving how in itself it has a life of its own. It's alive, it's truly alive, and it's speaking. And ideally I would have probably known that we're supposed to take a break before and informed you last week, but that wouldn't be the case. I would know after, and there was no time to make an announcement. It was just to be experienced, and I love that part of it because it's truly explaining what it is we are uncovering together, what it is we are doing together. So yeah, I just wanted to share that and see what that does in all of our minds. So today's episode, at this exact moment, I do not know what to call it. There are so many aspects of life in it, and even the way it came to life, how I got clarity about it, was super special. Each episode has been special, but I feel like the intensity, it just gets more and more intense. So we'll see. By the end of this, we will probably have a title for it, or we might have it as an interlude type of episode, which I believe might keep coming up. So it falls under the Life Is theme, but doesn't get a particular Life Is, I don't know. We'll see. So I think I've mentioned that I'm recording it on the 31st of October. And the last couple of days, there's just been this not theme, yes, but phrase or reflection that has been happening. So I saw this post on the internet. I think I even posted it on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, under my community, it's my post over there. And then eventually I put it on my stories and on my statuses. And then this morning, one of my friends responds to it. And it was such a beautiful response. It took me into creating this Facebook post, and as I'm there, I'm like, oh my gosh, I think this is the essence of our conversation today. So I'll read it out, and then I'll also read the words I added to it, which were bathed off my friend's response. So the post itself says, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll put it up on the screen. Have you noticed how peaceful life becomes when you let go of supposed to be timing and just trust your own ? So I'll complete, in my head I completed it as you just trust your own timing. So that's the quote. That's what I saw. Let me read it one more time. Have you noticed how peaceful life becomes when you let go of supposed to be timing and just trust your own? And based off my friend's response, this is the new layer I added on the Facebook post. I said, so have you noticed how peaceful life becomes? Or when you let go of the it's supposed to be and look this way or that way mentality and simply trust the process. One of the reasons I am struggling with knowing if this is a life is this episode is because there are so many layers to this, and I don't know if we're really breaking down each one of them. So today almost just feels like, take those words, if it is true to you, to go deeper with them, to truly walk it. If it is not, why not? I have noticed how alive life is after letting go of this is how my life is supposed to look, this is how it is, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm truly learning that there's no such thing, that it's an unfolding experience that is, you know how we've just said this podcast in itself is alive and expressing itself back to us. It's telling us what it is. That's like your life. There's a mentality that we fast find ourselves in, and it's almost all around us that this is how it's supposed to be. This is supposed to happen by this time, and I'm supposed to have this, and by 20, by 25, by 30, by 35, by 40, I must. And all those scenarios we have in our heads. And then there's the opposite, when you actually let go of it, practice letting go of it, allow the process, and just let life tell you what's supposed to happen. With you, I want to do this. With you, Rita, this is how it will be. With you, this is how it will be. It changes everything. It's actually a paradigm shift that happens to you in your mind. And it opens you up to, I believe that my story is a very different one from everyone else's, and therefore it cannot look like anyone else's. Therefore, I need to let it have liberty to come out and be as unique and as special as it truly is. I must change my mind from what I was told it's supposed to be and realize that it is. To be honest, I'm having how do we go from here? Do we let this episode simply be this? Or do we open up? There's so many doors that we could open up, and like I said, maybe this is just an interlude. to remind us that don't hold tightly to your old mindsets of how it's supposed to be, and simply trust that how it is how it is coming forth is truly the story. Perhaps today is a food for thought, an interlude food for thought, an interlude. Think about this and just have it. Perhaps we are being reminded to let go of that. It's supposed to be this way, it's supposed to be that way, it's supposed to have happened by, and trust, and simply trust our unique stories that are unfolding. The essence of every day is different. The essence of every week is different. The essence of every month is different. The essence of every year is different. The essence of every life is different. The essence of your life is different. The essence of my life is different. And if that's the truth, then when we push so hard on the it's supposed to be, we're pushing back against the truth, and we will have that mental war in our head forever, and that lack of peace, that instability in our mind, in our living, in our existence. But when we release ourselves to the truth and let it carry us, that the essence of my life is different, I should let it unfold, then we begin to truly experience peace, and life becomes alive in ways no one could have even predicted for you or shown you, because it's alive, it's living, and it's so different, and it's so new, and it's so alive, so alive. So here we are on the 31st of October, saying goodbye to October and welcoming November and its unique essence, and looking forward to the unfolding of our lives. So from all of this, from this quick chat, my hope is that as we begin November, but most importantly, as we live out the rest of the days of our lives, that we can find strength within ourselves to let go of these mentalities that are literally killing us, that are choking the life out of us, and make room for life in its true essence to be lived through our lives. And I trust that the future episodes we're going to record will build on the essence of what we just opened up today, and begin to give it life and power and strength and liberty to come alive in us as we open up more and more conversations on life, that this can truly come forth for each one of us in our very unique and special essence, very unique and special ordinations, very unique and special existence, very unique and special lives. So I believe that will be all for today. And I shall see you next week. Until then, arise and shine. Bye. Thank you for being here. You can catch new episodes of the CWR Podcast every Wednesday, either by watching via IAmArete on YouTube or listening on your favorite podcast provider. The CWR Podcast is currently available on Spotify and Anchor. This has been Conversations with Ree.